Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, total word victory of Hare Krishna. Today we are doing Bhagavad-gita chapter 5 verse 27 to 28. Woohoo! Extra long. Alright, let us get started. Sparśān kṛtvā bahir bāhyāṁś cakṣuś caivāntare bhruvoḥ prāṇa-apānau samau kṛtvā nāsābhyantara-cāriṇau yatendriya-mano-buddhir munir mokṣa-parāyaṇaḥ vigatecchā-bhaya-krodho sadā mukta eva. Sparśān, external sense objects such as sound, etc. Kṛtvā, doing so. Bahiḥ, external. Bahyān, unnecessary. cakṣuḥ, eyes. Ca, also. Eva, certainly. Antare, within. Bhruvoḥ, of the eyebrows. prāṇa-apānau, up and down, moving air. Samau, in suspension. Kṛtvā, doing so. nāsā-abhyantara, within the nostrils. cāriṇau, blowing. Yata, controlled. Indriya, senses. Manaḥ, mind. Buddhih, intelligence. Munir, the transcendentalist. Mokṣa, liberation. Parāyaṇaḥ, being so. destined. Vigatecchā, discarded. Ichchā, wishes. Bhaya, fear. Krodho, anger. One who. Sadā, always. Mukta, liberated. Eva, certainly. Sa, he is. Translation. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breaths within the nostrils, thus controlling the mind, senses, and intelligence, the transcendentalist becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. One who is always in this state is certainly liberated. Being engaged in Krishna consciousness wait, give me a second, sorry, I just have... Alright. Being engaged in Krishna consciousness, one can immediately understand one's spiritual identity, and then one can understand the Supreme Lord by means of devotional service. When he is well situated in devotional service, one comes to the transcendental position, qualified to feel the presence of the Lord in the sphere of one's activities. This particular position is called liberation in the Supreme. After explaining the above principles of liberation in the Supreme, the Lord gives instruction to Arjuna as to how one can come to that position by the practice of mysticism or yoga, known as Astanga Yoga, which is divisible into an eightfold procedure called yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. In this 6th chapter, the subject of yoga is explicitly detailed, and at the end of the 5th, it is only preliminarily explained. One has to drive out the sense objects such as sound, touch, form, taste, and smell by the pratyahara, breathing process in yoga, and then keep the vision of the eyes between the two eyebrows and concentrate on the tip of the nose with half-closed eyelids. There is no benefit in closing the eyes completely. There's no benefit in closing the eyes altogether because there's every chance of falling asleep. Nor there is benefit in opening the eyes completely because there is hazard of being attracted by sense objects. The breathing movement is restrained within the nostrils by neutralizing the up and down moving air within the body. By practice of such yoga, one is able to gain control over the senses, refrain from outward sense objects, and thus prepare oneself for liberation in the Supreme. This yoga process helps one become free from all kinds of fear, anger, and thus feel the presence of the Supersoul in the transcendental situation. In other words, Krishna consciousness is the easiest process of executing yoga principles. This will be thoroughly explained in the next chapter. A Krishna conscious person, however, being always engaged in devotional service, does not risk losing his senses to some other engagement. This is a better way of controlling the senses than Astanga Yoga. Let's check out the differences. I know I have to scroll. 29, 27, 28. Okay. Transcendentalist has been changed to... Okay, there's more changes. Oops. Nostrils, thus. Nostrils, and. Nostrils, thus controlling the mind. Nostrils, and thus controlling the mind. Okay, it makes sense. It's just removing the hyphen, which I'm pretty sure would have been a grammatical thing. Let's see the revisions. Wait, let me move this over here. Oh, sorry, just checking this out. Okay. No explanation for the translation, but that is okay. The next one is transcendentalist has been changed to the correct spelling, but then it goes, instead of transcendentalist becomes free from desire, it goes from transcendentalist aiming at liberation becomes free from desire. And the transcendentalist becomes free from desire by doing these steps. And the transcendentalist who is aiming at liberation becomes free from desire by doing these things. So the transcendentalist may not be aiming at liberation, but I've got a feeling, like, not just a feeling, that would be like the transcendentalist becomes free from desire. To want to become a transcendentalist, it takes a lot of, like, fixation, determination, and to have that, you need to be aiming at liberation. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but to change that, I don't really know how to explain. Next bit. When he is well situated in devotional service, when one is well situated in devotional service. So it makes it, instead of when he is situated in devotional service, they're talking about the devotee. When one is situated in devotional service, so instead of just he, it's one. So it's like everybody, but he, like, it aims at males, one aims at everyone, but he makes sense. Like, one does too, but in the majority of the first edition, they always use he, and in the second edition, sometimes they use he, sometimes they use one. So it's just keep it at one, you know? Not like the word, like, keep it as one of the things, either he or one. So, like, choose. Don't, like, switch over, because it's, like, kind of confusing. It's like, huh? So only he can do this thing and one can do this thing, whereas when it says when he over here, it's like when he, okay, would also be she. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Exchange. Dhyana, comma, and samadhi. The comma has been removed. Dhyana and samadhi. Dhyana, comma, and samadhi. Okay, the comma wasn't really needed. Get why that's there. Pratyahara, comma, breathing. The pratyahara process in yoga. The pratyahara breathing process in yoga. The second one that I just read out was the first edition. So I feel like the breathing, having the pratyahara breathing process in yoga, because nobody's going to know what pratyahara means. But it explains it further up. But, like, pratyahara breathing, the breathing form of yoga, it's like it just makes sense to put that in there, because not many people know Sanskrit. Not many humans on this earth know Sanskrit. I mean, there might be some. Of course, there's people who know Sanskrit, but, like, I'm pretty sure I know no one who, like, fluently knows Sanskrit. So, actually, let me just think. No, I don't think I do. But yeah, having the breathing from there, it just makes sense, so people understand and they know. Having this pratyahara process in yoga, it's like, what is the pratyahara process in yoga? Please explain. And they either explain it further on or they explain it before. So yeah, but the breathing, it's just kind of like, it just makes sense, you know? Half closed lids has been changed to half hyphen closed lids. Is there any explanation? Oh, what's this? The word breathing was wrongly inserted by the editor, who apparently confused pratyahara with pranayama. Oh! So it's the wrong word. Okay. Makes sense why they removed it. Half closed lids, half hyphen closed lids. I know nothing about hyphens and where to insert hyphens. All I know is that I have a hyphen in my last name. I don't know why. It's just there. So, you know, I barely even know what a hyphen stands for. Thank you. But I know they use it for, like, there's words that, like, have to be conjoined or whatever. They're like conjoined twins, but, like, don't ask me about hyphens. Up and down moving air. The up moving and down moving air. Why are another moving? The up and down moving air. Up, it goes up, it comes down. The up and down moving air. The up moving and down moving. So I feel like the first edition for this change makes a lot more sense because it's like up moving and down moving, up and down moving, like same thing. Like, but up moving and down moving just sounds. Yeah, okay. Let's go into meanings and meanings and contemporary application of okay, so the meaning, or as it appears to me in this verse, is that you do all these things, highlighted, you become free from desire, fear, and anger, and when you are in this state, you are certainly liberated. So if you are shutting out the external sense objects, doing the yoga form that is recommended by all the stuff here, keeping the vision concentrated between two eyebrows, looking inward and outward, suspending inward and outward breath within the nostrils, you control your mind and senses and your intelligence. And the transcendentalist, the person who's doing it, becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. And desire and fear and anger are not good for becoming liberated because they hold you back. They're like chains that hold you back. It's like Maya. So, yeah. Contemporary application. Let's go to the good old test example because I have nothing else. Woohoo! One day I'll just come up with a new one and use that one for the rest of my life probably. But right now we're using the test example because I cannot think of any other one. Woohoo! Exciting. So if you we're going to use a different one. So Arjuna on the battlefield, he was obviously feeling very compassionate and remorseful because he didn't want to kill his relatives and stuff, which is understandable. But Maya and Dharma, it was an illusion. He knew he was educated well. He was taught that spirit soul. He was Krishna conscious. He was a pure devotee, but because of the rasa, is rasa the right word to use? I'm not sure. That they used during the battle of Kurukshetra, Maya made him not understand it as much, and that's why this is. If Arjuna still understood it, we would never have the Bhagavad-gita, which would tell us a lot of the things. So yeah. Krishna controlled Maya to make that happen, and that for Arjuna, he controlled Maya to make that happen to Arjuna in that certain moment of time. Don't get confused when something comes along and Maya's like, oh yeah, I'll come here, and I'm gonna give you a very nice lollipop, and it's oh no, Krishna controlled Maya, so Krishna is giving me the lollipop, and let's say you're not meant to eat the lollipop, nah, sorry mate, doesn't work. I'm not so versed on that section, so go ask someone else for more details if you want it. I'm not sure if I'm right on that one. I apologize if I'm wrong. But yeah, mind and senses, intelligence. And you can become liberated by doing these things, following your dharma, or the regular rules and principles. And liberation is right there. But the Krishna conscious devotee doesn't strive for liberation. Yeah, of course, liberation is always there. But the devotee wants to serve Krishna as best as he can and gain Krishna's pure. I'm not that good on that either, but in the Damodarastakam praise, for example, it's where is it? I have where's the piece of paper? If you look at the translation is I do not want liberation, your love only I crave. That's literally the thing. I do not want liberation, your love only I crave. So it's like not really liberation, the your love only I crave. So just Krishna's love, prema bhakti. It says that in the Dhammadharasakam Brays. So go search that up. Pretty cool. Very nice tune. Yeah, that's my contemporary application. Let's move on to translation. Let's see if we have any comments. I doubt we do, but we have one. John Garrett. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, John Garrett. All right, let's check out. All right, so verse 27. Huh? I'm gonna have to wait. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna have to do some manually put this in. No, wrong one. No, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hide. Please translate. The following Imperial Maori with a word for word in M dash. I can't remember how to say it, but I'm just gonna put that there. Where is it? Come on. Please say I got it right. Please. Oh. Verse 27. All right. But let's just put 527 because it appears that that is the only. Look up here. 527 is the only one. All right, here we are. All right. Wakakore katoa na mea ice things. Oh, not the ice things, please. No, the ice things not even the right word. Waho tiaki I ngā whatu me te tiro I wainga nui I ngā hoperua. Wakakore I te ngangau ki roto I te nā ihu. Ka wakahaere hoki I te hene naro na ice things. No, not the ice things. No. Me te mohiotanga ka mutu ka whai wahi te tangata e ngākau ana ki te tūaki I ngā hiahia. Te mataku me te wakamātaku ko te tangata kei te noho tonu e tēnei taha ko te tūaki tonu ia. Wakakore shutting out katoa o ngā external. Ngā is the plural version of that, so it can't be external. I'm going to get Siddha to look at the ChatGPT because its translation is so bad. Mea, sense, ice things, objects, awaho external tiaki keeping I ngā the whatu eyes me and te tiro vision e wainga nui I concentrate between ngā the hope to hope. I don't think hope is two. Maybe it is. What's it called? Give me a second. We're doing some. Oh no, not hop. Huh? Wait, give me a second. What was it? All right, never mind. Where was I up to? Hope to rua eyebrows. Rua is to wakakore suspending ite the nganga inward giroto I within na the. See, nga is the. It's the ihu nostrils. who knows. Yeah. Ka thus wakahaere controlling hoki also ite the hinenaro mind nga is like the but plural. Mete and mohiotanga intelligence ka mutu becomes free from ka desire whai wahi fear mete and wakamataku anger ko te tangata one who keite is always noho in I tēnei taha the state kote is certainly tuake liberated. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely despicable. But first I will read it again in te reo Māori, then I will read it in Sanskrit, and then I'll read it in English, and I'll sign off for the night. Wakakore katoa nā mea aistings a waho tiaki I ngā whatu me te tiro I wainganui ngā hoperua. Wakakore I te ngangau ki rua ki roto I ngā ihu ka wakahaere hoki I tēnei hinenaro nā aistings o. Me te mohiotanga ka mutu ka whai wahi te tangata I ngā kau ana ki te tū ake I ngā hiahia, te mātaku me te whakamātaku ko te tangata kei te noho tonu I tēnei taha ko te tū ake tonu ia. Sparśān kṛtvā bahir bāhyāṁś cakṣuś caivāntare bhruvoḥ prāṇa-apānau samau kṛtvā nāsābhyantara-cāriṇau yatendriya-mano-buddhir munir mokṣa-parāyaṇaḥ vigatecchā-bhaya-krodho sadā mukta evasa. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within the nostrils, thus control the mind, senses, and intelligence, the transcendentalist becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. One who is always in this state is certainly liberated. Okay, guys, I will say good night. Have to go. Thank you, Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, John, for watching and tuning in. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yes, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. Okay, let's go to this camera view. It's just me. Hola. So I will sign off for the night. Param Vijayate. I forgot to open it. Did I open it? I did open it with Param Vijayate. I remembered. Param Vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, total word victory of Hare Krishna. Hope you guys have an amazing, stunning morning, afternoon.